Hello, hello, boys and girls. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. How we all doing today? How we feeling? Man. Literally a couple minutes ago, I am sent a video. Claymore sent it on the Discord. I have to show it. It's too good. It's too good not to show. This, boys and girls, is Tekken 8. There's no way it happened in Tekken as well. Oh, that is phenomenal. How? How does this keep happening with these games? How? Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. This is kind of the reason why I feel like, as much as customization is like fun and like, you know, all in all, having customization is probably better. But seeing shit like this and seeing everything we've seen with Soul Calibur when it comes to custom stuff, you know, I mean, you can't argue with that when DOA just uses, you know, when they make their own outfits and sell them instead of giving you customization. I feel like this is a pretty good counter argument to customization, you know? The intro. Oh. How do you even do this in Tekken? Or even better, why do the devs have this? Like, why would you make something that does that? These freely placeable and scalable accessories are a dumb idea. Yeah, if you could just do the outfit stuff and not mess with any accessories other than like just selecting fucking earrings or selecting whatever, something like placing and scaling, that's always when it goes wrong. Man. Oh yeah, I was stuck here against the boss. Who's still here, by the way? Dude. Sure. Oh. Can I fall into this rabbit hole again? I spent like over a half an hour fighting this fucker last time and I didn't win. But maybe now's the time. Maybe now that I'm rested, fresh, it'll probably just take a try or two, you know what I mean? Or actually, you know what's the actual smart move? Since apparently it just scales to level, that's what I've been told last time. My level's 40, my equipment is like what? 20 something? I'm like, yeah, maybe even if it's just a weapon that's like twice as strong, I guess. Maybe that'll help. So what I could do is instead of I mean, we know where he is now, in the same place as yesterday, weirdly. I can just go to an area that's like higher level, farm some gear, and then come back. I guess I will go here, which will advance the story. Do I have any other story stuff? I do not think so. Can I view my quest somewhere? Progress? Progress. Where's this one? Oh, it's that one? Oh yeah, the other one was all the way up here. Wait, this one's lower level? Which one's this? Battle of Tamada Castle? Is that like the main quest? Ah, this must be the actual main quest. But I say we go here. Get some quick level 30 plus gear. And then go back and beat this fucking demon. Easy as. I have to say though, the last couple of days on the internet as a DOA fan have been interesting to say the least. Cause, you know, they announced last round, they announced DOA 7, presumably, the next DOA, if you will. And initially, you know, happy community. Everyone's like, man, finally, we're back, baby. Right? A lot of people saying that. And I remember saying, like, in my initial reaction analysis, whatever you want to call it, I remember saying, like, man, if there's only one thing I really want, is that the community just stops, you know, fighting amongst each other. We're small enough as it is. We kind of need to champion the game in some way to get new people in. And, like, already that's fucked. There is so much fucking fighting online already. Ridiculous. Like, almost comical. It's almost like, you know, I'm watching a cartoon. There's actually one thing where I'm like, I'm gonna do a dastardly thing again. I'm gonna bring up an opinion and it's gonna be nuanced. Oh, the internet hates it already. DOA 6 last round. We're not talking about the DOA 7, whatever the future DOA is going to be. Purely DOA 6 last round has an issue. And that issue is that as a fan, as a consumer, right? DOA 6 is a damned if you do, damned if you don't. What I mean by that is, either way, what people really want, here's the thing, what people want, the utopia ideal situation, is they want DOA to continue on, to have new DOAs in the future, they keep getting better, yada yada yada. And what they also want to do is, whenever there's a product that they don't like, or, you know, betrays their quote-unquote values in some way, they would like to not purchase it and not support it. Last round has a problem, being, you can choose one of those two. Either you buy the game to support a potential future for DOA, or you don't buy the game because it doesn't have crossplay. It probably will not have rollback. Maybe you're really angry Maya and Kula are gone, even though they're gonna be gone in DOA 7, but whatever. Whatever your reason is, you might have certain stipulations as to why you shouldn't buy it. But you can't have both. At this point in time, you know, DOA has been gone for so long. Last round is clearly here for two reasons, really. One, to tide us over until DOA 7. And also, I'm assuming, gauge interest and presumably try to get a little bit of funds towards DOA 7, right? So that means if you are steadfast on your values, you're like, I will not support a dev who won't do rollback, who won't do crossplay. And again, the rollback, technically, it's not announced or it's not known that there's no rollback. I'm just going off of that, assuming because there's no crossplay, chances are there's not going to be rollback because that's a way more difficult implementation. So why would they bother with one and not the other? But yeah, if you choose to not purchase DOA 6 last round, you really can't complain about there not being a DOA in the future, because that is the choice you have made. Right? So it's kind of, wherever you are as a fan, whatever you decide, you're gonna have to give up on something. Either you're steadfast in your values and you have to give up the idea of more DOA in the future, right? Because you're basically voting with your wallet. You're voting for, I do not want DOA in this form, right? So there you go. Now you voted and there will not be a DOA in the future, ever. What's not gonna happen is the dream scenario of like, I'm not gonna buy anything they put out because, you know, they keep not including crossplay, the quality shitty, you know, woke, whatever the reason is, and then expect them to continue making them and adjusting their ways when there's no money clearly in it. So it's, and I guess the other choice you have is you buy the game knowing you're supporting, you know, you're supporting a system and a type of development that you don't agree with and you kind of don't want to exist, but by purchasing it, capitalism shows Koei Tecmo, hey, this is the way to go because people are buying it. So really, we're fucked. That is basically it. That is basically it. So, you know, whether you're complaining online that some people are looking to buy it or people are not buying it, whatever side of the coin you fall on, you really have to understand both are right. If you're purchasing this game because, you know, you want to be on the side of, I would like DOA in the future, and this is how I show I want DOA in the future, that's okay. And if you don't buy it and then end up without DOA because you wouldn't want it in this shape, that's also fine. You're both correct in doing that thing. You just both fucked. There is, of course, in both scenarios, there is also a dream scenario, which I don't think with the way, you know, the world works, with the way capitalism exists, here we go again, capitalism rant, but the way it's set up, the ideal situation for both of those, by the way, would be you buy the game and then they have money which signals to the company, oh, people want this, now the next one we can put in more funds and make it even better for the customer, right? Now we can actually do the things that the customer deserves because now we have the funds and the time and the money and whatever. Which, you know, if you actually believe that, you're very naive, I would say. And the opposite side also, if you don't buy it, you know, hoping that, you know, they'll see the errors in their way and make the next one with zero income from the previous one. just to make you happy, just to give the customer what they deserve. That's also probably not gonna happen, you know what I mean? So really, we're fucked. And I feel like you should keep that in mind when, again, when people online talk about whether they support 6 last round or not, or like, I'm gonna buy last round. I already know. If someone comes up to me and is like, why are you supporting this nonsense? Dude, what was that, by the way? A ghost tape? Anyway, I'm sure buying last round is going to be used as criticism against some people. But yeah, just keep in mind, I'm making that bet. I'm betting on, I would rather have DOA in A form than in no form. Would I rather have crossplay rollback, even, you know, my Kula, whatever, woke, I don't, whatever your argument against it is right now. Do I want it improved? Do I want to see a better version of last round with, you know, even better graphics, even better everything we deserve? Yes, I want that, of course. But I'll take what we have now if that puts me on the side of I want to see a future for DOA. That's just the cost risk analysis that I'm doing. And I see for myself, if I have to choose one of the two outcomes, I would rather have a DOA than no DOA. Even though that future DOA that I might get is not going to be the exact thing I want. It will have compromises. And that's just unfortunately the fucked up choice you need to make right now. It is what it is, you know? There's no good ending here. There, like, again, unless magically inside of Koei Tecmo, some suit who determines budget and whatever, fucking grows a conscience or grows a single artistic bone in their body, and they're like, you know what, we should actually make a good product that'll stand the test of time as a piece of art that we just happen to sell and commercialize. Instead of the money being the core and sole reason for its existence. You know, maybe that'll happen. Chances are slim. Wait, that killed both of them? Nice. Anyway, rant over. Let me catch up on chat a little bit. I actually had a pin on for some United Nations development plan to remove poverty and hunger, and that is worrying some true DOA fans. What? Do they like being in poverty and hunger? And solving it is gonna make them have no excuse for their shitty lives? Is that what? Like what? Already a video in my feed that called 6 last round the scam dam. People throwing that word around, huh? Scam. Everything's a scam. It would be so funny if we get 7 and the first DLC announced is Mayan Kula. Dude, that would be fucking disastrous. That would be insane. Oh, I don't know if I can take Mai for another game. Not that Mai is a bad character in DOA 6 or 5, by the way. She fits well, you know, it's a cool character. Don't get me wrong. But it's a fucking guest character. If I wanted to play as Mai all day, every day, I'll play whatever franchise she's from. Fatal Fury, I guess? King of Fighters? She's from Fatal Fury originally, I think, right? It's like, I'll go play that then. I don't need her multiple games in a row. Can you imagine if Tekken 8 was like, here's Noctis back? It's like, what the fuck, dude? Capitalism wins again. You want a good product, but a bad product? Yeah. I mean, that is what it is though, right? The whole problem is we know, and by the way, the devs know what makes a good product. They know they could do crossplay, rollback, yada 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 yada, but money. Because the second you involve money in art, and yes, I am calling video games art. Once you do that, the art will lessen. I think there's hardly any evidence that money being involved in anything artistic makes the art better. So far, my experience, the 36 years that I'm alive, so far, money has only made art worse as a thing, right? As like the you know. And if we're thinking about a video game as art, I would say a beautiful fighting game, if you want to call it that way, you know, like the peak of art in fighting games would be one with all the features and all the technical stuff that you really need for a good online experience. Plus, of course, you know, costumes, customization, characters, you know, interesting stages, a lot of like everything you would love about DOA. That's the artistic part about making the game. But you know, in the studio there's gonna be some dude who once a week hobbles into the studio, you know, pops up a spreadsheet in a meeting with some of the leads, and they're like, all right, did you make the cost benefit analysis of this feature? Rollback sounds like it's gonna cost a lot and not monetizable. Sounds like we're not gonna do it. Like shit like that, right? $24. Hey, we're going down in level. Hell no. I want to get some easy gear here. All right. 27. Does it even drop gear of that level here? I went on the DOA subreddit expecting the worst, but the request for 7 thread was the most reasonable. So of course people online were complaining that the mods are censoring. Wait, what? Dude, it's such a cesspool out there. I'm so tired of the whole censoring thing. That is so old. That is so 2015. People complaining about that now. Ancient, dude. Ancient fucking shit. Like any person with eyes looked at the fucking DOA 7 teaser and was like, wow, those are Kasumi's bazonkas in the middle of the screen. In what universe is that like censored or woke or whatever the fuck? They're like, what? They're not revealing her in a fucking G-string? Woke game. It's woke. All your future for DOA, the most recent Venus Vacation Girl came out. A lock-in for Prism 2. God. Actually, you know what? Bring it. I genuinely enjoyed my time with Prism. That was an enjoyable experience. It didn't change my life. I had a good time though. I had a good time. She appears often enough. She's a mainstay. Like Ryu, Rachel, Momiji. Actually, those didn't appear any more often too. I mean, Ryu appeared more often. But I don't know. I feel like Ryu Hayabusa doesn't feel like a guest character to me. In the same vein, actually, Momiji and Rachel neither, because like at the end of the day, isn't it all technically in the same universe, in the same world? Wait, if I kill these guys, if I kill these guys, do I get level 40 gear? I fucking hope so. Or do I get the gear they're wearing? They might also be wearing level 20 shit. Level 1? What the fuck? Why is he wearing level 1 shit? The start of the game, they just ran here? $24. Man, these guys have shitty gear. Thing is, it's nobody's job to make a good product. It's to make a product that sells, not necessarily the same. I feel like it's a difference in goal, right? Because I feel like if logic would say that making a good product also means aiming for good sales, right? Because from the consumer point of view, you're more likely to spend your money on a good product. Ergo, more sales. Ergo, you've earned more. Whoa. Who's this guy? I wish you were my opponent, but I guess your little goober over there is also my opponent. Damn, did you see the jump he made? Crazy. Damn, this one is almost as strong as the demon. Even worse because he blocks. I hate blockers. Whoa, he's good. Oh, that hurt him. What the fuck is that? Also, slot doesn't work very long on him. Can we kill him? Shush. Formidable enemy. Whoa.
あやかしと戦うなんて足軽なんかやってられるか
I just wanted to get the Kodama. Is all. It's strange because Ninja Gaiden is way more cyberpunk at large scale, and DOA is the same characters. They're just fist fighting in New York with this Diego guy. No way he returns in 7. Is DOA getting to the point where there's too many characters for like a launch base cast of characters? Are we gonna have to silo off like main roster characters to DLC now? If so, would Diego ever sell us DLC? No. Oh no. Which means they'll probably put him in the game and then sell like Ayane as DLC. Or, you know, not like Ayane, but like a popular, but like non-iconic character. Even though they're technically all iconic, but like, you know, Kasumi, Ayane, Hayabusa, they're probably always going to be in the main game, no matter what, like in a launch roster. Who would not be in a launch roster? Dude, fucking Tina. Or like Lei Fei. Or Helena. Lisa. Nioh Tengu again? Oh no. Not Nioh Tengu again. That would be ass though if she's DLC again. Didn't I find like an item? Like a key item? Yeah, here, crafting guide, the blacksmith. Tome. Oh, but that might be like or are all text start out? Okay, so it's normal. Okay. I thought it was quest related. Lei Fei's been there since DOA 1. You can't exclude her, but you can though. Once your base roster gets too big for launch, which again is also an excuse, like technically if you were to make a game purely for the art of it, then all characters would be there from the get-go. But that's just how they work now. It's what they do. Which is dog shit, but it's what they do. How is it worse? Oh. She was excluded from launch Venus Vacation. Yeah, so does Tina. We even forgot about Christy. Or like Mila. Dude, Mila is absolutely on the cutting floor. If they have to make cuts to like a base roster, like there is no way, like you know Kasumi, Ayane are gonna be in. You know, like Mary Rose and Hanukkah are gonna be in. There's no universe in which they are not in the launch version of the game. You know? I kind of think it's dog shit. You know what? Actually, DOA 7, if they wanted to be a little bit of progressive, a little bit ruffle the feathers in the market, what they absolutely could do, especially since the way DOA is marketed and situated, they could absolutely just be like, hey, all future DLC characters are free. You'll just have to put up with $100 costume season passes, but all the characters are free for DLC. You know? I'm sure people will be like, well, the costume DLC is still bullshit. But I mean, free characters. Because again, that goes back to the idea, right? That fighting games as a product would 100% be a million times better if characters were never, ever paid DLC. They're so essential to the game. They're what makes and breaks fighting games, right? And yet, they're always DLC. Because, exactly because they're so essential. That's the whole reason why. Now we're not really finding much better gear for now. Damn it. We're gonna have to beat the demon like this. Thought I was gonna find like hella gear. Let's get the chest. Maybe the chest has gear. Oh. Oh wait, shit, how do you do your emote menu again? Shit, how do you open your emote menu? Fuck! The game's too difficult. The game is too difficult. It's like a weird button combination. I remember, but it's like, is it L1 plus touchpad? L1 plus options? Something like that. It's a weird combination. Fuck! No. No! Well, we're fucked. R1 plus option? Come on. Who makes that shit up, dude? Guess we'll fucking die. Huh? Only one hit? Yo! Oh shit, I thought high level gear, but not really. R1 plus option, dude. Who makes that shit up? That's such a bad combo for buttons. Holy moly. Especially for a menu like that. But you know what? They just ran out of buttons. That's what it is. There's so much shit in this game, they probably just ran out of buttons. And was it not for me? Not for this, or maybe I've sorted by level though. Was it all for this guy again? Oh man. Oh man. Cool. Not really. Samurai. Wait, do I have it all? I have it all. I don't know what weapon I should use with Samurai, honestly. This one hasn't been as successful, huh? Because, like, it doesn't really do anything in terms of stunning, and you're just stuck in an animation. Actually, this is what I need. Follow-up attack on one of the attacks I use the most. Let's go. Winter Dawn. Lame. Midair, eh. Oh yeah, I have that one. I keep forgetting I have it. Summer Twilight. Hornet Sting. Wait, what was the other parry? I have another parry, right? Oh yeah, this one. Huh? Oh, you need to learn this too? Masterful. We'll learn this one. A gun? That's up, Seagull. A gun? How American of you. Did I hear a weapon? How about a gun? It goes pew pew. More? Oh. The mad spinner or the lumber chop? Cowboys are just Western samurai, so it ain't a bad option. Damn. You're actually kind of right. Even though, not really. You can't really say that cowboys were like the elite of American society. They also kill way less peasants for no reason. I mean, probably. It's all the way up there, huh? The castle. In the castle. Let's go find a demon and bang my head against the wall until break time. Unless I kill him, of course. He got deleted. Oh no. Did you not beat that guy last time? Nope, I never beat him. Arrows are pointing over her. Probably here then. That was another spot in the demo. Let's go! Damn rip, yeah. Apparently he scales to your level and not your gear. Or a combination of both. So if you're like me and you have a way higher level than gear level, because I've been playing around in these low level areas, so I guess it fucks with the scaling. Potentially, I don't know, maybe he just gets more difficult in general. Who knows? The devs do. But whatever. Bro, get better equipment. I tried. Shitty gear keeps dropping. I went to a higher level area and it still drops lower level gear. Bullshit. Some goddamn bullshit if you ask me. Am I gonna die? Yeah, there is actual fall damage. Oh my lord. I thought there was none. Is the gear story locked or some shit? I don't think so. I mean, just assume if you're in a level 30 whatever area, it drops a little lower than that gear. That's my assumption. What we're looking for is a big blue ball. We are looking for blue ball. All right. Shh. Blue balls, no tanks. But we need to cut them. We need to cut the blue balls until they die. Don't you get it? I thought for sure it was going to be here. Maybe we should find another spirit to kill to get some more arrows on the map. Thank God there's so many dead spirits here. There's got to be dead spirits here. This is where a boss used to be, I guess. Nobody dies against him anymore. Come on, man. Where's all the noobs? No spirits anywhere? What the fuck is going on? Dude, everyone here lived. Nobody's dying. Please. The fuck is that? Oh, is that that's the crucible Horaif. Maybe all the way here? Didn't we just go there? I mean, it's got to be here then, right? Feel like I've been here before. Oh, red spirit, let's go. Show me the way. Let's throw some shit at him. Right. Oh look, he points down as well. Unbelievable. Think we got him now, boys. Nah. Damn, nothing? Come on, man. I guess it's pointing more here. We've literally been there, though. Well, there's a grave here. We'll instantly know more. Target the right guy. Ooh. Got them bees. There's gonna be like here, right? Either he's against the wall here, which he's not, so he's got to be down here somewhere. Who would have thought that not beating him but finding him would be the difficult thing here? There he is. Killed 50 people already? Damn. Alright, let me quickly blow my nose for a second, and then I'll first try this bitch. Easy. Alright, give me a sec. Alright. Como Smile? Wait, what? What the fuck? Why does he have a name? Or is that the last person? Oh, it evolves from a grave? Yeesh. Damn, he got even stronger. What the fuck? What the hell? Got even tougher. It's wild. fuck? I did the thing though. What the fuck happened there? I was stuck. The camera got stuck. What the fuck? Always at the end something whack happens. I don't even know why I couldn't move, but my character was just locked in place. That's ass. I feel like it was going pretty well though. I think what helps is I got one new attack that is doing a lot of heavy lifting. And did I bug out here or something? I was trying to dodge like here. Where did you come from? But yeah, I used to do this attack. That did a lot of key damage, but now I have the follow-up, which also does a lot. And it helps. Because more key damage means more free hits. See, like this. Gotta watch out though. Look at that key. More? Alright. Do you, amigo? Wow! That killed me in one go. Sheesh. I guess that's a downside. Just any random hit he gets in that he shouldn't be getting in will just completely kill you. I hate that half of attacks are just like mass AoE. That, ooh, I had full health. Holy shit. I don't think that fully killed me last time. So I guess he did get a little bit buffed. A little bit buffed again. Yeah, whenever I use something like slot, it's like, okay, I have a certain amount of time to make use, you know, to get the maximum out of my item, and then he just starts spamming AoE shit, so you can't attack him. That's cheap. That one's fucked. I can never dodge it. No matter how much I'm mashing dodge, he seems to always find the exact moment you're not dodging. That's a... and I don't... that one feels rough to do on reaction. It's very fast. Do you have a Magina Soul Core thing on the chest to give you a revive spell? I don't think so. I don't know. Oh yeah, I have the other thing here, but that doesn't do much. What the fuck? Random bee out of nowhere again? What are these new attacks? Triple now? Wait, what the? Why is she changing again? So far, that's always been 2 blasts. Triple blast. What's all this shit, dude? Dude, he didn't do any of these attacks yesterday. Like, not a single one. Does his... you know what? That's what it is. If he respawns, he probably has like a specific moveset each day. That like kind of randomizes, I guess. Because he's not using... Like, yesterday he used a lot of fire attacks. But no wind and no water. He used lightning and fire. And now he seems to be using mostly lightning and wind. But barely any fire, and I've not seen any water at all. So that's probably like his shtick. He like switches around. Dodge. What the fuck, my dodge? It one-shots. That is so crazy. Yesterday, that did not one-shot me. So I guess I got weaker? He got buffed? I don't... Why did he buff? I went up like 1 level, maybe? At this point, I don't think a revive spell is gonna do shit. It'd be nice like right at the end, but... I'm not getting it at the end. The bee again. Where does that one come from, dude? It like descends from heaven. What the fuck? What's the lightning? Dude, the lightning spam is getting a little out of control here. Dude, even with Sloth, I barely catch that move. That's crazy. Yeah, sure. Do some shit that wastes a lot of time with Sloth. Oh, what? That hit me? What the fuck, dude? What is happening? More lightning? Who could have guessed? Even with Slot, it's too fast. Come on, dude. Woo, the boys. Feels good, man. Finally. Ooh, actually high level gear. Wait, he drops actual level matched or close to level matched gear? Oh. Oh. Nothing else? Ay. Ooh. Pheasant leap gauge charge? What? Charge of specifying engage gauge requires the use of Umbra sight when changing special. Huh? What? I am reading English words, but what the? Just category effect? Piece of specifying. Huh? Pheasant leap is a ninja move. That's how far I'm getting. Umbra. It's changing. Ninjutsu category effect. Like it only applies to ninja? Well, obviously, because you can only use the move. while being a ninja. I have a lot of bows. Oh shit. Oh shit. Dual katana? Oh. It's a lot weaker than the hammer though. But I mean, it makes sense, right? This this game should have a DPS meter as well. Pride of the Crimson Army. Oh. Slow katana. Oh, heavy stance. All right, we can finally continue the game, like proper. I can either do towards main mission. I guess I can go towards side mission. I guess I could just complete these two areas entirely. So here's a question I have to ask myself. Am I going to explore everything on stream or not? I guess there's nothing else video game wise happening anytime soon. Resident Evil's coming out, but that can wait. Like, I'm not in a hurry to play Resident Evil. The next thing I want to play on stream is 007, which is in May. So technically I have plenty of time. I should explore. You're streaming the thing, why wouldn't you, unless you want to play the thing off stream? See, that's the thing, you know? I'm just thinking about, isn't it more interesting to do the main story on stream? Because there's like an actual story. Whereas, you know, doing random maps, random shit might not be as interesting. I don't know. Also, I'm pretty convinced, or I've convinced myself, that in the lead up to the 007 game, I want to do like a Discord movie watch along for a select amount of 007 movies, kind of to get into the mood of the game. And, you know, maybe some of you have not watched these movies ever, and that might be fun. I don't know. Maybe I'll be in Discord alone. Who knows? But that might be a fun idea. The only thing I'm debating is, like, when do I start? How many do we watch? Because I did the count. I'm pretty sure from now until the launch of the game. Because if I'm going to watch the movies, caveat, it's probably going to be on like a Sunday afternoon type deal. I'm I'm probably not, unless I sacrifice like actual streams for it, but probably not. So currently in my head, it's like either Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, something like that. With that in mind, I think there's 15 weekends until the game comes out. So I can either, because I don't want to watch 15 movies. That's crazy. That's way too much. That wouldn't be that interesting. I want to do like, I want to pick the best of, probably at least one with each actor. Coward, dude, I've watched them all plenty already. And there's like 24 or 25 now. So even with 15 weeks, you still wouldn't be able to watch all of them. And if I would do 15, I would do Moonraker. Ugh. But yeah, I would either do, if we start this weekend, yeah, again, 50 movies is too much. So I would either start this weekend and then do one every 2 weeks. So we can do like 7-ish movies. Which is fine. There's like 6 actors, so that's like at least 1 per actor, and then like 1 extra, maybe, you know, one that I extra like. I don't know. Or we can start in like 7 weeks from now and then watch one each weekend. I don't know. I feel like each weekend is fun for me, probably. But you know, people got shit to do. I can't be like, hey guys, you from the next month and a half, you need to commit to being here on Sunday afternoon, bitches. Oh shit, it's break time. I'm seeing the bat signal, the cat signal, really. The cat signal has been lit. Gotta play the streaming game and do it forever before the game drops. So the bomb fans find you before then. The streaming game. Like stream the video games? Oh, that matters, but I ain't even tuning in on the Saturday. Yeah, I mean, Saturday afternoon would be like 7 a.m. for you or something. You'd have to like wake up on a Sunday for that shit. Ugh. I don't know, yeah. It's like all bopping around in my head. The streaming meta of becoming the guy who streams specific IP. Dude, there's so many Bond content creators already out there. I don't think, you know, that niche has been well filled already. Add another. Damn. You're making sense. I don't like that one bit. Give me a couple mins and I'll take a break and I'll be right back and bye.
sunshine sweeps clouds away. No, baby. Everything here just like paradise. Everything but my mind. 'Cause you're my sunshine, baby. Flowers and colors blooming around. To be with me. So many colored fish eyes just can't see. No, baby. Don't understand that you say you leave. I'm so absent-minded, floating on the waves like a cocoa. When I lose your love, baby, I feel like empty. It drives me crazy. In Wonderland, I tremble like Humpty Dumpty. Get it by myself. We can sing wise and bar at low tide. To be with me, leveling us to walk to the next island. No, baby, though I just can't find the way to you. I wonder where you are now. Don't go away, don't leave me alone. When I lose your love, baby, I feel like empty. It drives me crazy. In Wonderland, I tremble like Humpty Dumpty. Get it by myself. When I lose your love, baby, I feel like empty. It drives me crazy. In Wonderland, I tremble like Humpty Dumpty. Get it by myself. I'm feeling so good. Thought that you always be here. 'Cause the days we spent were so sweet, flowing in the seas. Took a lover for granted. Now I appreciate what you did. Please let me love you again.
Now special request on the public of the bar. M2 now, dedicated to you. Do it, y'all. Vibes in the place, man. I hear some drum and bass. Beats. I know you can. Can you listen? Microphone one check. Can you hear me? I feel the vibe. You can keep it. I know you hear that. I gotta use it.
You know I love you, I want you, I love you screaming, I just wanna tell you. You know I love you, I want you, yeah.
in the place. Moving on, cause I got it strong. The funky rhythm coming at ya. Cause I'm near, cause I got it. Cause I can feel ya. You can keep it. Let me hear ya.
You know I love you, I want you. I love this feeling, I just wanna tell you. You know I love you, I want you. Hey, I just wanna tell you. You know I love you, I want you.
I know you want to.
I love this feeling, I just wanna tell you. You know I love you, I want you.
I know you want to.
I just wanna tell you. You know I love you, I want you. I love this feeling, I just wanna tell you. You know I love you, I want you. Hey, I just wanna tell you.
Move your body, let's bring the house down.
Poof, I'm back. Why is my capture card not showing anything? Is it kaput? What? Well, I turned it off and on again. Phew, got scared there. I was like, uh-oh. Rest of the stream in jeopardy. The sound work? Now I'm scared. Hello, hello. How's the sound on your guys' end? Does this sound like the game is supposed to sound? I can hear you. I'm not the problem. It was the capture card for the game was apparently not working. I don't know. I just reset it. Alright, good shit. Good shit. Phew. my god. I will say though, I was so excited, still am, for DOA 6 last round, but you know, if you want to be like, oh, I want to find people who are excited as well and like talk about it, nope, it's just a cesspool online again. Typical DOA. I think, honestly, typical any fandom. I think, you know what the problem really is? I think there's DOA fans, quote unquote fans, who are only fans of either the old games or some idea of version of the old games that they have in like their nostalgic remembrance, but you know, like the current games, the current direction is like past them a long time ago, and you know, I guess they're still involved, but they're forever searching for something that doesn't exist anymore because they got older. You know what's especially disgusting though, by the way? The amount of times, and this is of course on Twitter, the grossest platform by a long shot to begin with, but the amount of people that are, you know, going in on people, whatever, and using the excuse of like, this is not what Itagaki wanted. And it's like, man, that is so vile, in my opinion. Like, the idea that you would use his name as he has passed away for hatred, that is so vile. Under like the pretense that like they're the real fan, I guess, or they're the real protector of his vision or whatever. And it's like, yeah, but you're, I don't know, it feels just ass. It feels yucky to use his name like that. They're right, he wanted DOA to have some NFTs in it. Oh yeah. They would be NFT bros, huh? Like the diehard Itagakis, they would be NFT bros. I also don't know what they're looking to prove. They're like, no, I'm actually blindly following whatever Itagaki did. Like, you have no criticism at all of anything he did? None? Sounds whack to me. You can appreciate the good things he's done. But what am I saying, dude? Did I just use nuance once again? Ugh, that doesn't work online. You can't say like, hey, how about a little bit of this and a little bit of that? You're like, no, You need to be all in on one side and one side only. Ninja locks. It is kind of like a bummer though, because it started out so good. My entire feed over the weekend was like, oh, we're so happy it's back, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff. Everyone was so happy. And then like, the work week started on Monday and it's like, you know, people went back to work and realized life still sucks for them. Time to lash out. Or, this is kind of something I suspect. I think a lot of these, I think a lot of them are bots, are just like automated ChatGPT messages. Just stoke the flames, because that gets reactions and clicks, and then you get paid on Twitter. Biggest mistake they've ever done. Getting paid for flaming shit, or like for rage baiting. Ugh, the worst. I'd agree, except I'm seeing the bitching coming from all the same people who bitched the first time DOA 6 launched. I mean, true. But why wouldn't they bitch? Like, that's their thing. But it's the amount of, like, reactions. DOA doesn't strike me as a valid target for engagement bait either. Nah, I mean, yes and no. I'm seeing a lot of accounts that are like the typical culture war fighters, you know? They'll move on fast enough, you know? Yesterday they were hating on Ghost of Yote or whatever the fuck is next for them. And, you know, for a hot minute now, for like a couple days, they can harp on DOA, I guess. Because, you know, a trailer that consists of Hayabusa and from then on exclusively Kasumi's tits is apparently still censoring and woke and whatever. As I've gotten older, I just realized that gamers are generally just miserable people. Yes and no. I think yes, in the sense that gamers who are so deep in it that they go online to post about it, yes, they are probably pretty miserable. But there's plenty of people who just play games and don't even know what's happening online. They're probably fine. But they also don't know anything about culture war or whatever. Anyway, I just, you know, for a minute there over the weekend, I thought like, ugh, did they do it? Is the world healing? Is the DOA community actually gonna do it? And then turns out no. Whether it's the DOA community or some people outside of it trying to use it for whatever, turns out bitches are gonna bitch. And that also makes it easier for me in the sense that, you know, that was one of my, when I originally streamed DOA, I always had the idea of like, Like I felt like there was no community where I belonged. Like it was either you were hyper competitive or you were like massive gooner. One of the two. That was the DOA community, you know. Either you were sharing your Riona photo mode or you were like, I don't even want to see a single shade of a tit. All I want to see is ground game. And not the sexy kind. And I always felt like there's gotta be there's gotta be a different way to engage with this. There's gotta be a way where you can appreciate the competitive nature of the game and have fun without being like, you know, weird about it. And enjoy the aesthetics. I don't know. Seeing people talk now, I'm like, I guess we'll just have to figure out that little corner for ourselves again. At least I do. Some people also really just they go up into it way too much. Like I saw it because I follow him. There's like a Ninja Gaiden player. What's his name again? Master Ryu Hayabusa or something. I think he's Italian. I don't know. He's really good at Ninja Gaiden. He does like all the mega advanced shit. But he's like, I don't know, dude. He's fighting. He's fighting on Twitter against anyone who's like, he's like, dude, UA Extreme is like trash. And he's going in like that, and I'm like, dude, I like your Ninja Gaiden stuff, but man, you are just, what are you doing? Like, doing like a tweet reply thing, like almost 20 replies deep and shit like that. It's like, man, if after 2 replies, you know, the person you're talking to is not receiving the point, they'll never receive the point. Just leave. Go live your life. It's not worth it. Like, to me, it's like, as much as I love the UA, when I see people bicker about it to that degree, I'm just like, it's not worth it. That's just not... Like, what are we doing? What are you using your time for? Nioh. Whoa. Tornado. Uh-oh. Not enough people have a varied array of hobbies to keep them from being ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, I get it if you dig your heels in. But, I mean, couldn't be me. Like, literally, I don't think I could give enough of a shit. Like, I'm pretty sure if someone's like, man, DOA is just for gooners, or like, DOA has too much gooning, and you'd be like, nah, it's fine. We're having fun. You're like, no, it's actually really bad, blah, blah, blah. And then you're like, nah, it's all cool. We're having fun. If that's not good enough and they keep going, at that point, if I would still react, I probably wouldn't. If I would, it'd be something along the lines of, hey, sounds like you got it all figured out. All right, have fun with that. Like, who cares? You know? Like, hey man, looks like you are correct. Have fun with being correct. Chances are they won't even, that's the thing, right? These people who love fighting online, they don't even give a shit if you're like, hey, you're correct. They don't care. They're like, well, I want to keep fighting about it. I want to argue. Anyway, when last round launches, I'll just be here playing the goddamn game, having a good old time, probably complaining about the lack of crossplay, but I'm still playing it. So if you can't handle that dichotomy, well, have fun. I hope it's good. I mean, it's DOA 6. I feel like a lot of people are expecting a lot of it. To me, it's like it's last round. It's if you, I am very much of the opinion, if you didn't like DOA 6, like if you just did not enjoy playing 6 at all, you won't enjoy last round. It seems unlikely that they're gonna make changes to a degree that you'll like it then. But I guess that also depends on what you didn't like about it, to what degree. Because Lord knows, I've seen plenty of haters of DOA 6 play the game for thousands of hours. So, you know. This matter separating the player pool. The same game, why is splitting up the 12 people that so play it? Yeah, I think... Here's the thing. I mean, I mentioned this before. It's one of two things. Either it was just not worth it for them, and, you know, welcome to capitalism. It was just financially not worth the time and development to make that. Because they would have to alter the netcode to some degree for that, or they just genuinely really do not give a shit, right? And, you know, call me an optimist, I think they do give a shit at the end of the day, but it probably just like, they probably had like a small budget to be like, hey, we're gonna make DOA 7, here's a little bit of budget to like revitalize DOA 6 a little bit, get the interest going, get the talking going, and that's it. And they're like, well, with this budget we can like not really do much, especially not fix the netcode. And corporate's like, well, then you're not fixing the netcode, are you? Like, that's the reality of things, you know. As much as we like to think that's the most important thing, for them, the bottom line probably is. They might not expect to sell much of it anyway. A lot of people hated the meter and it's still there, so yeah. Yeah, if you're anti gauges, you will not enjoy this game. It also has health gauges, which are even bigger, more scary. You're an even bigger gauge. Wow. This was already kind of commercial failure. Last round's probably written off as a minimal effort marketing scheme. Yeah. If anything, if they're gonna put some effort and money somewhere, it's probably with the upcoming characters and DLC for it. What you're saying doesn't make sense because they started with the code they got and developed whatever changes they were doing. To just apply those changes to the old versions. Well, no, what I'm saying is they never made changes. I'm just saying they looked at the old code. They're like, this is going to take X amount of time and money to change to a degree where crossplay and whatever works. Right? And they just probably were like, this is not worth the investment for us. For an updated version of an old game. Oh, by the way, 6-year or 7-year-old game, right? 2 versions are compatible. Oh, you mean like if they don't change the netcode at all, why would it not work with the original DOA 6? Probably. You know what? Actually, the reality is if they don't change the netcode at all, on a technical level, they probably would work. Other than, in the new game, like Maya and Kula is not going to be there, for starters. So, by that alone, they have to cut the tie. Even if it was possible to technically connect the two, and you could do a match, just the fact that Maya and Kula is not in the new one, automatically, they need to sever that just by default. And also, the fact that there's no crossplay right now is why I'm not too hopeful for rollback. Because some people are hanging on. They're like, well, they're not mentioning rollback. It might still be there. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, well, if you're gonna make rollback, which means redo the entire networking thing, why would you just not include crossplay into that? Crossplay is so not difficult compared to rollback. If you're gonna redo the whole thing for rollback, adding crossplay really is not that big of a deal. It would be wild to do rollback and not crossplay. That would be like a choice and not a technical thing anymore. So if they reveal they are doing rollback, then you know by choice they're like, nah, consoles are not fighting each other, bitch. Now, the fact that they've vaguely said some system updates, they're not doing anything good. Yeah, exactly. If it's rollback, they would have absolutely, you know, screamed it from the rooftops. That will be a giant marketing thing towards the competitive players. So, you know. Still not? Oh man, how much do I need? Oh, it's full. That's why it doesn't work. Like, man, why don't they work at all? I max that shit out and I still get Konami points, like what to do. Maybe they'll add new stuff, who knows. Yo, after image, that's tight. Let's go, let's do the after image, that sounds sick. Does it become stronger? Hold on. Not really. What's the difference? Oh, I guess the enhancement bonus is bigger. Yeah. This one doesn't do much, huh? What was this one? Scampus? I don't have the chest one yet. Oh yeah, this one was cool too. Oasis Talisman. Store life. I wish I had like the talisman that removes the key fields. Cleansing, right? Carnage. Carnage. Key burst. Cool. What should we do? Barry's like a full chapter away. Fuck! That sucks. Maybe the other guy, or Scampus or Silence? I don't know. Water shot. Maybe like another attack. Maybe the lightning thing again. Wind Talisman, Thunder Shot. Which one is the strongest I have? Fire shot, maybe? Lower defense might be interesting. Maybe for a boss fight, but those things I feel like don't last a long time on bosses. Unless maybe you like put your stat points into it. Maybe. Let's just grab this one. Another enemy base. All right. It's not too much here. Wait, I got this one though. Wait, what the fuck? Why didn't this one? Why didn't that work? I did the prayer thing and everything. Oh, you need to. Maybe you need to do the prayer thing with the money and then interact with it again. That would be kind of stupid, but. That's probably where it went wrong. Ain't no way. She was out of sprint. Ugh. Bye. Leave me alone. Oh. Dude, how far does he follow you? Die, bitch. Alright, back we go. But yeah, I'm very much at the point with DOA 6, you know, coming back to it. I'm very much at the point where I'm just gonna accept last round as like I'm gonna pay some money for being able to run it on a PS5, I guess. And to have future DLC. Realistically, because I feel like that's a thing people are ignoring. Like, oh man, we gotta pay so much, blah, blah, blah. Technically, you don't have to pay shit. You can just play core fighters. Even your costumes and everything carry over to core fighters. So, you know, if you're really that upset about the money aspect, just buy one character that you like or play Mary Rose or Honoka or whatever. The free ones. But I'm sure at some point the game will go on sale. If my character was Mai, well, then you chose the wrong character. I feel like if you picked a guest character as like your main, you really can be upset that they're gone because she was gonna be gone in DOA 7 anyway. Like, guest characters don't last. That's kind of like, you know, when you start playing them, that you're just playing them for that game and that game alone. Momo is and isn't the guest character. Momiji. Yeah, they're in a weird spot because like they've referred to them as guest characters, but like they're, in my opinion, kind of obviously not, because they're like from the same world, from the same universe. It's like saying if they add Muramasa from Ninja Gaiden, that's a guest character. By that logic, Hayabusa is a guest character, which I don't think even they officially name him as a guest character. So Momiji is weird, and Rachel. If Hayabusa isn't a guest, then none of the Ninja Gaiden folks are. Exactly. That's how I feel. So if they add William, would he not be a guest? Isn't that... He's from a different universe though, right? Like, have they confirmed that the Nioh world is the exact same universe as DOA in the future? If they actually confirmed that, then William would be a time traveler, sure, but technically not a guest, if that's true. Isn't Hayabusa in the roster before Ninja Gaiden? But Ninja Gaiden existed way before DOA. Like the current incarnation of Ryu was made after DOA, but Ryu existed long before DOA. And that's what they based him off initially, so... Yeah, all that aside, like, you know Mai is a guest character. Like, there's no doubt that Mai is or isn't a guest character. She is. Very obviously so. And, like, I know Mai is, like, the absolute worst example of my point. Because she's, like, the one guest character in Fighting Game history that fucking came back a second game. Which is unheard of. Like, unless there's like some instance where that happened another time, I don't think I've ever seen that. You know what also kind of annoys me? I really should just not be online, huh? But what also annoys me is when people bring up, like when they do like false comparisons, the amount of times I've seen people be like, well, look at how little 6 last round gives us when you compare to, like, for example, DOA 5 Ultimate. They gave us multiple characters and stages and yada yada yada. And I'm like, yeah, but one, the original DOA 5 barely got any DLC, if any, like a couple of costumes here and there. They got no character DLC. So the equivalent would be, over the lifespan of DOA 6, we never got Momiji and Rachel and whatever. And then now they added all of them. That would be the same. And then I guess you're supposed to be happy? I don't know. But also, and you know, people levied his complaint with comparing to DOA 5 last round. Like, look at how much more you got there. Blah, 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 blah. Which, correct. But also, that didn't come out like 6 years after the original. I think people seem to forget that DOA 6 was like dead, gone, and buried. Like, do you really expect them to bring this game back after like 6 or 7 years and then be like, oh yeah, you get everything for free? Like, huh? Like, in what universe does that even make sense? And look, to be granted, I wish DOA 6 last round was a more compelling package. For sure. Like, I wish that. But like, let's not get delusional. DOA got so safe horny that SNK was like, no, you can't use our sexy character. So I've seen people say that. How? In what universe is DOA not sexy anymore? Because I don't see it. I can boot up DOA 6 now and put girls who are fighting martial arts in a bikini. In what universe is that not like overt sexualization? Because that's what people want, I guess, you know, in this new anti-woke era. I guess the one thing that might have changed is that the other fighting games are also way more explicit, which then becomes the default, aka not sexy, I guess. And they want DOA to be like more over the top than anyone else. From that point of view, I can get it, but that's like, again, that's like kind of a bad argument. Anyway, reality is, last round is kind of a weird mixed bag. But like I said earlier, you kind of have a choice. Either you support it and hopefully have more DOA in the future, or you don't support it. Hurrah, hurrah. You've stuck by your morals and values for what you expect out of a game. And then they're canceling DOA 7 because there's no interest or money in it. And then you complain there's no more DOA. I can't believe they stopped making DOA. How is that possible? Also, do not buy the new DOA. Don't do it. They're ripping you off. It's not woke enough or unwoke enough, whatever. You bitch! Oh, now she gets They're trying to bring it back from the dead. They should probably put effort in before it dies again. That's the catch-22, right? That's the fucking problem, right? Why would they put effort in if people are not gonna buy it? Well, are people gonna buy it if you don't put effort in? It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. People's brains have been completely rewired by porn addiction. True. That is true, though. Part of me wants to watch the world burn. Hopes that DOA 7 is all auto combos and fan service. Or if there's enough people complaining about it, the company could just listen to its audience. Yeah, but see, what you don't understand is listening to your audience doesn't make money. Necessarily. It could make money, but maybe not. So why risk it? Also, the audience is also fucking dumb. I mean, true. But, you know, I feel like the complaints about crossplay, for example, are valid. You know? Like, yes, I can understand there might be like a technical reason and cost benefit, blah, blah, blah. All of that stuff. But still, as a consumer, as someone who's looking at a product to buy, in a landscape where crossplay and rollback exist, it feels like a bad deal, right? That's the reality of it. And that's why it's so fucked up. That's why I said earlier, there's no correct choice. Because either you do not buy it and therefore signal to the company, I do not want more DOA, or you do buy it and you're signaling to the company, I like DOA exactly the way it is. Please make more of this. Neither of which is probably what we want. Like for a game, for a franchise that was already basically dead and gone, if DOA 6 last round just like completely flops, you can bet your ass there's a chance they might just cancel 7 outright. Like, why would they ever be like, oh, I guess it didn't do well. I guess this franchise that already failed before, I guess we should put in even more money and things to really listen to our audience. Nah, they're just gonna cancel that shit. It'll just be gone. Like, they don't care. They're a company. Why? I thought it was enemy-based beat it. What the fuck is happening today? Why didn't that complete? Not listening to the audience also doesn't make money. Doesn't that beat the whole argument of like the anti-woke people? Because I guess in their assumption then, well, how do I do that? Under their assumption then, not a single game that is not just like a tits and ass fest would sell ever. But they're selling great. By the way, let's get this straight, right? I feel like people are talking in a way about it, which to me, just like, I feel like people have lost the plot. Fan service, as much as I'm not against it, like, I don't mind, like, I play DOA, like, what are we talking about? I own DOA Prism, let's be real. Like, I have no issues with fan service, but let's also be real, fan service, that doesn't make a game. It's not like, oh, well, you've included tits, now it's a good game. Dude, if they make like the most dog shit fighting game ever, but every character is prancing around in like a thong, yeah, it won't sell either. Like that would just be a dog shit game that you can jerk off to, I guess. But you wouldn't play. Was there another entrance maybe? Because I feel like didn't... Or was that here? Oh, that was here. Wait, how do you enter this then? The people that are complaining about the lack of crossplay will be the people that buy it. Other people won't buy the game whether it has crossplay or not. But the people who complain about crossplay will be the ones that buy it. So you're saying they're like full of shit. Game's been in production now before. One doesn't spend enough time on the hentai game section on Steam. Well, first of all, I didn't even know there was a hentai section. But I guess following that logic, the fact that I didn't know it existed probably means not a single of those games sold enough to make any sort of real impact. Goon Harder Scrub on Steam though? What the heck? At least do it on Oculus Rift or something, you know, like some proper degenerate shit. Hardcore fans complaining, but most of us will still buy it. I don't know though. I don't know. I think there's definitely two types. I think yes, there's like the hardcore audience that just likes complaining about everything, but will buy it because it's the new thing and they still want to play the game at the end of the ride. At the end of the ride, I keep saying that these days, and I mean at the end of the day. That's what a weird mix-up to start making. But I think there's also people who just complain about it all day, all night. But they probably have never touched the original DOA 6 either. They just like see it as an opportunity to like jump on the bandwagon, to dogpile on it. The lamestream media doesn't want you to know about the porn games. That's why you don't hear about them. It's probably also because they're dog shit. I'm willing to bet most of them are like a visual novel. It's like, hey, watch this screenshot, jerk off, then come back, read 2 lines of dialogue. Here another screenshot to jerk off to, have fun. Whoa. Oh shit. He got me good. I don't know. I have a feeling if they just make a proper game, like just a fun, good fighting game, and just use normal ass fan service. No need to go crazy, no need to, like, literally just whatever the competition's doing already, whatever they've been doing already, that's good enough. Like, you can already put any of the girls in a bikini. What more do you want? Like, how much more lewd do you want to go? At what point do you just want a nude mod official? Because I don't see a step beyond bikini. Like realistically, right? Whoa. Whoa. Oh, is there one of the flute players around who auto summons these guys? 2 bikinis per character, twice as loot. Don't they already have that? I think the Nioh 6 already has 2 bikinis. Nah, dude, you know what? Actually, I feel like all the extreme gooners out there who really want DOA just a goon, they actually deserve to get a gacha system. Like, I'm not even joking. If that would be the thing that makes it work, where they could just be like, well, you can buy normal outfits, you know, normal costume pack, blah blah blah, but then they have like Venus Vacation-esque bikinis and stuff for the girls, and those are all locked behind the gacha system. That might save the franchise. Dude, they make so much money. Dude, they make so much money. Oh god, and then I can go to them and be like, look, as a content creator, you should give me free rolls so I can get people hooked on gacha gambling for a bikini. And be like, that sounds sick, so I'll get all of them. Easy. Dude, all I've been asking for is a merger of DOA X and DOA. I feel like that will work. But then again, that would require just 2 development at the same time for like in a single video game. I don't know. Dude, actually, that would be so smart. If you think about it, just selling normal costume packs like you've always done. Have like fun designs, crossovers, you know, the works. For normal players. But then for the people who really want to go degenerate, just be like, hey, the really lewd shit that's locked behind your SSR gacha. But that also means if you roll for gacha to get the loot shit, if you then go online and play with it, like you're kind of double exposing yourself. Because like not only are you picking that outfit, you're also showing off that you fucking gamble rolled to get it. Who knows how much you actually spend on it. That would actually be so sick. They probably love to flex about it. Exactly, let them spend their money. Let the whales do their thing. And they'll fucking keep the whole game adrift. That would be so sweet, actually. Gacha might be the DOA savior. And then, hold on. Dude, brilliant. Then you can do a battle pass, and instead of in the battle pass having like stickers and emotes and whatever nonsense nobody even knows they get, like you probably forget you have all that stuff from a battle pass. Instead of that, you just drop, oh, you leveled up your battle pass, here's one gacha roll. Brilliant. Oh, you finished the battle pass, here's one SR or higher guaranteed. Which is almost always going to be an SR. and not an SSR. Dude, that would actually work so well. Oh my god. Symbiosis between Battle Pass and Gacha. Totally will work. Get him hooked. Free sample. Whoa. Throwing bombs? Disgusting. Who would do that? Oh, this guy's crazy. Get chopped up, bitch. Man, is it me or would that absolutely totally work? Because again, nobody's gonna be pissed. Like if you look at the average battle pass now, it's like here's a sticker, here's an emote, here's a fucking avatar backpack for your lobby character. Like sweet. And then like after 10 levels, there's like here's one hairstyle. And you're like, oh nice. Dude, if half of those in between was like, here's a free gacha roll. Sheesh. I think people will be down for that. Again, I've been asking for this shit. Now, realistically though, like, at the end of the day, a gacha system is horribly anti-consumer, you know? Very much like proto or like Nioh gambling thing. But like it will fucking work. Damn, he's got a fucking tough skull, huh? The only companies are gonna be able to keep the competitive scene alive. Like, here's the reality though. Like, imagine if they pull it off and it actually makes them a lot of money. Like, that would, like, legitimately not even be bad for the game, in a way. They could do like free DLC characters, but gacha outfits, or just do like Venusfication, log the characters behind the SSR gacha. That actually though, that's so fucking, oh my god. They're like, hey, we added fucking Mai again or whatever, right? And then like you can buy her for like $5. Sure, you can do that. Fighting game player, have fun. But if you roll a gacha and it happens to be a Mai SSR, you'll unlock the character automatically. Boom, easy. That would actually fucking slap so hard. But like it would also be dog shit, but like it would slap so hard, you know what I mean? Dude, and then you have those stupid in-game coins that we had like 50 million of in DOA 6, and you can convert those at like a disastrous rate to gacha rolls. But if you play like millions of hours, you can get some free gacha rolls, baby. Oh shit, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. You know how much money Pokemon has and pours into their competitive shit because of the TCG? At this point, probably a lot. They're making so much money now with all the fucking insanity surrounding The Pokemon card game. It's kind of wild. Oh, that's still like a thing. Like every year, there's someone out there's like, this year is when the TCG is gonna crash, and it just keeps on fucking going. Every set is still like sold out, like everywhere. Man, look at us fantasizing. And before you know it, DOA 7 is gonna be here. And it'll be like, well, you can buy the outfits. And the season pass is like 150. But it's like for 4 months of content instead of 3, huh? And it's just like the same old shit, and we'd be like, oh my god. Kids are walking home with thousands of dollars, which means what is needed to get these folks motivated? They need to spend more. More! Yeah, kids need to be buying the DOA gacha. Dude, and make the gacha skins resellable. Oh! Create like a fucking Valve Steam aftermarket, skin market. Oh shit. Oh shit. How do I get up there? And then for the real whales, we need to step it up, right? For the real whales, you can have like, because that was introduced with like the pop market, what they're called again? The Labubus, like those kind of blind box things. There's always like, these are the things you can get, but there's like a secret rare, one that's not on the box, that you don't know exists, and sometimes you open it. What if you do that? It's like, okay, you can get the SSR in this gacha, but there's like a secret variant of the SSR that is like even more rare. Like an exclusive color scheme. It's shiny. Or it's mesh. Or whatever the fuck. God. I feel like I'm just putting the worst things possible into the ether, into existence. Didn't we already kill him? You made the coward. What's over here? It looks birdie. Shrine. Love to see it. Not hidden well enough, bucko. You will get pets. Time to wrap up. Tis. It is. Guess we'll save if I really have to. Gordon. Does it actually save when you just do this, or do I need to press the save button manually? I guess it saves. But if there's a manual save button, I have to do it. I have to. Man, you know what sucks? I've been thinking about playing DOA. But at the same time, it's the same old DOA. Like, nothing new. Like, we're excited now for last round. But, like, we're gonna be playing last round for a minute before, like, new DLC hits. Like, what? I mean, I get there's excitement in the air. Like, and I think it's, you know, it will get me some easy new viewers for sure. So maybe I should do it. Just, like, be like, hey, I exist. Problem is that last round still doesn't come out for months. Yeah, I know. I think we're seeing like a activity spike. It's gonna dip. It's gonna be higher. The baseline is gonna be higher though, because I think there's gonna be people, as it always is, who don't want to invest time into getting good in a fighting game if they know there's no future. So they dropped off DOA 6 until the announcement hit. They're like, oh, there's new shit on the horizon. You know, now it's not a quote-unquote waste of time to play again. Those people are out there. And that's why I think you're going to see like a higher baseline probably until the last round comes out. But, you know, I don't know. I'm having a good time with Nioh. That's the problem. If I wasn't playing Nioh right now, I'd probably be streaming DOA in a heartbeat. Nioh is just so fun. Do what you did before DOA 6 came out, just play it once a week or so until it comes out. I guess I can do that. Then I stream... Back then I streamed like 5 days a week though. Time to fucking grind again. Back then it was easier. I lived, at that point in time, I lived like 5 minutes away from my job. So I would have like night zero travel time. My entire work home travel was like 15 minutes total in an entire day. Right? Whereas now, my entire drive to work and back is like almost 2 hours. Depends on the traffic. And like if there's like zero traffic, it's like 45 minutes one way. So like an hour and a half total for a day. You know? Which, you know, that takes a toll on you. Not gonna lie, that takes a toll on you. Booted up OBS the other day. Remind me why I stopped streaming. We'll see what happens. Yeah, the setup and all is a nightmare. There's cool shit, but... Commute suck? Yup. Yup. Alright, boys. I'm out of here. Yeah. I don't think there's news or anything, so... I'll be back on Friday. Maybe I'll play DOA. I don't know. I actually might. Might be fun to go back to it. Now that people are excited. Show my face again. Might be fun. Who knows? If not, Nioh 3. Very easy, very simple. Alright guys, have a good one, and I'll see you Friday. Bye.